Hello everyone, this is Eric, and welcome to my strange and mad ideas. Alright, here we are, we're doing my Let's Play in Minecraft. Here's this world of blocks, and we're going to change it however we want. There's a doggy, he is untrained. I will train him up later when I have some bones. But right now, I need to punch a tree. So there's 2 logs, there's 3, and you know, 3's all I need, but we're not going to leave a UFO tree over here. So let's punch out these last, 2, 3 logs. So I'm going to get 6 logs out of this tree, and I'll be able to get started. Alright, I got a crafting table here. I got a little hole in the ground, 22 pieces of cobblestone in my pocket, so let's get some tools going. Gonna make me some more sticks. And there is a pickaxe, a shovel, a regular axe, and I need 1 more stick. That's always how it goes, isn't it? But with that 1 stick, I can make a sword. And with this sword, I can get me food. Like this chicken here. We gotta sneak up on it. Very slowly. We don't want to alert it. And then, ha! Uh-oh. Okay. Remember, you gotta sneak very slowly. And give me your nuggets. Alright, got a piece of chicken. A singular piece of chicken. Yeah. Hey, guess what? Chicken butt. Alright, I'm back from collecting some food, and I need to cook up some of this chicken. I got a little bit of mutton too, but I ain't find enough sheep to make me a bed just yet. I'm gonna pop down this furnace, and since I don't have quite enough chicken for a piece of coal to work, I'm going to instead use 4 planks to cook me 6 pieces of chicken. So each plank will do 1.5 pieces. And now I need a little more wood to get me going. So let's go tree chopping. Alright, it is nighttime outside, and here I am in my little hole in the ground. I blocked it off with some dirt, and I know it's super dark, so let's get something going for some light. Put a log in there, and put me my wooden pickaxe in there, and get that going, and let there be light in this minuscule hole. Uh-oh, and that's finished, so take that charcoal, and we will get me some more logs going, cook them down. And keep on digging this hole out. Alright, I've got my 8 pieces of charcoal from the furnace. I'm going to start off with one of these, make me some torches, and light. There we go. Now I can see. And just keep on digging this back just a little bit. Alright, I've got this area dug out a little more. Got me a double chest here with some basic supplies. Let's check outside, and it looks like the sun has risen. Now we still need to be careful because it was just nighttime. And the creepy deeps might be around, skeletons hiding underneath trees. Me getting a monster hunter. Getting a bow too, that's nice. Don't have any arrows just yet, but a bow is always appreciated. Alright, I don't see anything around that's an immediate threat to my health and safety, and so I think it's time to do a little bit of exploring. There's gotta be something around here that's not just the same forest. And I want to see what it is. Like this cave. Let's put a torch in there. Or that creeper. That's an immediate threat to my health and safety. Either way, let's do some exploring. Alright, I've done just a bit of exploring, and already I found some really cool stuff. At the edge of the forest, there's a little bit of a plains here, but there's a desert over here. I see some mountains in the background. Those look like they're desert mountains. There's a swamp biome over here. Can come over here at night and get me some slimes. We got some regular mountains in the background. We have a jungle over here. Jungles are super cool to find early game because they are such a rare biome. And I might be able to even find me some bamboo. Let's take a trek on over here, see what we see. Alright, so here we are crossing into the jungle, and I already see bamboo. Excuse my frames, please, because this is a jungle biome, and jungles, since they were implemented, have always been so laggy. Look at these frames. This is, well, I don't like building in jungles, but they're fun. Jungles are fun. So I'm gonna take and smack this bamboo with my sword. Collect it on up. Got 8 pieces. Got a few more. And there's some sugarcane over here too. Next to the jungle, I have a savanna biome with the nice achacha trees. We got a beautiful savanna plateau over here. I've always liked those. I had actually built me a giant mansion on top of one at one point. Although I completely used the wrong block palette. It looked like a woodland mansion and completely stood out in the savanna. So, just a tip to remember your block palette and what looks good in what biome. Alright, I keep on coming around. It looks like this forest that I spawned in is pretty small. Actually, it looks like it's just a little spit of a forest in the middle of this roulette wheel of biomes. Just past another bit of desert. Ooh, that's some lava. Okay. Oh, and here's a village. That is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Because night is falling, and if there's one thing villagers need, at least these days, it's beds. Villagers didn't used to need beds, but now they do. Which is nice, because I can just run right on in here and take this one. There are monsters nearby. Where? I don't see any monsters, game. Okay. Apparently it was just close enough. Probably underground. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this bed, too. I know I just set my spawn and then just broke it by breaking the bed, but it'll be alright. World spawns right over there, in the distance. Just at the edge of render distance. But right now I'm gonna check out this village. I have to say, I am still loving these new villages after the Village and Pillage update. These houses are so nice, especially compared to those tiny houses that used to spawn and like just super blocky and ugly. So glad we have houses like this now. Oh look, and here's some resources. And I'll take the chest as well, because that's storage. My fear right now is that this village is too close to my forest over there where I'm starting out. And if it's that close, mobs can spawn over here. And things like this creeper aren't going to really do much to this village. Aren't going to hurt it. But zombies will. Zombies will come through here and just kill everybody. But I don't particularly want that. So I'm going to craft me up some more torches. And we're going to do something just a little inhumane. Like you, unemployed dude. There's your home. Right in there. And put a block on it. And a torch on that. And now I know there's a villager under there. But zombies can't get to him. Oh wait, zombies can totally get to this dude. Because there is no light in there. Even though he's in there, a zombie could spawn right in his face and just start eating. Alright, so the other part of coming in here and raiding these villages for early game resources, I came into this house and just got a stone cutter, which will be nice for building later. Eat my last piece of chicken before I need to start worrying about it. But the other thing is, villages generate with all these hay bales now. And if you have a crafting bench, you can turn one of these hay bales into 3 pieces of bread. And so I'm just going to come through here and break down all of these hay bales and take them with me. Because if I don't have good food production yet, having a stack of bread laying around is probably going to be a good thing. Alright, so I explored around this village a little bit. I think I got all the hay up. There's still some villagers walking around, but I got my couple spots where I have one saved. And if these other guys survive, then, you know, I'll just let them out. But if all these guys die, they will be able to reseed this village for later, which will be important when I want to start using this village for stuff. Either way, I got almost a stack and a half of hay bales from raiding this village. That's always nice. So when I need some food, I can craft that into bread, and that'll be quite a lot of bread. I'm just going to kind of finish running around, checking this area out. Night is about to fall, and so I kind of want to get back to my cave. Alright everyone, I'm back, and I kind of messed up after the last clip. I came back, I set my spawn in the cave, I set up some stuff, planted the bamboo and the sugar cane, and then I logged out so I could take my dogs on a walk, make myself some dinner, do some life stuff, you know? And when I did that, I unplugged my microphone. And then when I came back in the evening to do some more recording, I did not plug my microphone back in. And that being said, I have no vocal audio for the next clips, for anything recorded that night. Only game sounds. And so I'm just going to kind of talk through what I was doing. In that last clip, I was showing you that I was going to be using bamboo to cook food. And just kind of saying I don't need coal to cook food. But I do need coal to smelt down some iron, gold, things like that. And so I needed to do some mining because I definitely need iron. I needed iron for armor, for a pickaxe, a bucket, all my tools really. And so I'm just doing some mining. I'm exploring the caves, trying to go deeper. Once I had iron going, I wanted to get to the point where I could get some diamonds going, maybe get to the nether, grab some obsidian, and so any chance to go deeper. And I found this hole, and it's kind of going down, and I was hoping it was going to go deep enough. And then I peeked over the edge and saw obsidian, which makes me really excited because that means diamond level. So I went back up. I made an iron pickaxe, I made some iron armor, because, you know, I don't want to be caught up by mobs and die in the bottom of the cave right after I get my diamonds. And then, of course, I needed a bucket. And so I kind of went down, explored diamond level, made poke holes, and ended up getting a lot of resources. But I had to start making these poke holes because all the exploring I did at these bottom caves, I never found any diamonds, which was disappointing.
And so I just started going around making random poke holes, and I did this for a little bit, and it did actually pay off. And that'll be right here in just a second. I'm wandering around looking for a good place to mine, and boom, there we go. Diamonds! And I'm just super excited. And I'm mining it out, and there's the achievement. Diamonds! And it was the perfect vein, too. All 8 ores generated. And there they are, the 8 diamonds I needed. That's enough for a pickaxe right now and an enchanting table later. So let's go ahead and get the pickaxe going. And time to mine some obsidian. And so obsidian mining takes forever. It absolutely does. I sat here for about 20 minutes and got 25 pieces of obsidian. There's no reason for you to watch all that. And so I sped it up a little bit. But after I got all of that, I had what I needed. I had over a stack of iron, I had my diamonds, I had some obsidian. So it's time to return home. When I got back to my cave base, I once more had that message pop up. You can't sleep, there's monsters nearby. And I've been hearing these monster sounds down in the bottom of my cave, and I wanted to just get it taken care of. So I dug down in there and I found another section of caves, one that I hadn't found when I had been doing cave exploring earlier. Which I thought was strange, but you know, caves generate weird anyway, so. And then I was actually getting really excited at this point because I was thinking if this is big enough, I don't have to dig out a cave for my starter base. I could just use this, dig a doorway into this and use it. And that's actually exactly what I'm going to do. I just had to clear it out from mobs first. And so right here I'm shooting down this skeleton. And nice 3 shots. And I'm going down into the cave to light it all up. Once I got done with that, I went back up into my base and just started putting away some stuff, getting some inventory space. I decided to make the second double chest my valuables chest. And then the original ones just for junk, like cobblestone and bamboo. Things that you get in a lot of quantity or a lot of variety. And so I was just kind of organizing my stuff, but you know, the valuables, the redstone, the gold, especially the obsidian and the diamonds, need to go in the valuables chest. And at this point, it was kind of getting late, but I wanted to do a couple more things before going off to bed. So one thing I decided to do was start deforesting the area around the entrance to my cave. And I know deforestation can look super ugly in Minecraft, but it's totally necessary early game because mobs like to hide under the trees and they don't despawn or they don't burn up in the daylight. And so then you're just constantly getting hit by skeletons and zombies, and it's worth it to just clear out the area. Don't let them spawn in the first place. And when I was harvesting wood in the thunderstorm, there was actually a lightning strike really near me, which I just thought was kind of cool. And then when I was done with that, the last thing that I wanted to do before I headed off to bed was harvest some bamboo. And since it was kind of late at night, I was having more trouble than I needed to be. Actually, a lot more trouble than I should have. But it is what it is. And when I woke up this morning, I found that none of the clips had any vocal audio and decided to do this cut. So that's what I spent my morning doing.
That was quite the derp, wasn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse there with the voiceover. And I mean, it was just an incredible derp. I lost some clips too. I don't know what happened. And now that I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit from that first night of recording, I can hopefully do better from here on out. And so here is what I have set up. The sun's setting right now, so let's fix that real quick. And then we're just going to do a little tour of what I've done. I have my basic chests over here. You've probably seen that. Put my wood over here. Got iron, coal, a little ambitious on the blocks of coal here. And then I have my other chest, lots of bamboo, lots of cobblestone, some other goodies. Got a decent amount of food, plus all that hay, plus all the hay bales from the village. I got 3 furnaces set up here. They've also all got bamboo in them. And I've got my stone cutter over here. And we come out here, this bamboo grows so quick. I could break this down and in 5 minutes it would look like this again. And then it also upgraded my sugarcane farm. Let's come over here. There's a way up the trees. We'll climb a tree and take a look at it. And so this design of sugarcane makes it where I can pack it super dense. And this should be, from 2 harvests, enough to make enough paper for my full enchanting setup. As right now what I want to do to finish off this episode is turn this ugly box and this kind of janky tunnel down here into a real cave entrance. And we'll come down here and take a look at this cave, which you saw in the time-lapse footage. So this cave kind of comes around in a few directions, but it loops around on itself. Right down here we'll see this in a little bit, but otherwise this is just a dead end on this end. And there's some spots where I haven't dug out the coal yet. But you know, it's your basic little cave. It's just small enough for me to be able to do something with a couple dead ends. I can dig out some of these corridors and put some farms in the walls or something. It'll be a wonderful little starter base. You can see this is where that hole in the floor was. Now it's in the ceiling. And this comes down to another dead end. And since this connects right here, that means this whole section here is one giant column, which I think is kind of cool. I want to keep it that way. I don't want to dig out the column and make one giant room here. And I think I want to decorate the column somehow. I just don't know how yet. And I'm going to get started with the front of the cave, this hillside. I kind of want this hill, it's too shallow here for where this cave starts. So I kind of want to shape the hill out a little more and dig this cave, this entrance kind of a little more out this way into this corner right here. And that way it seems a little more natural, like this is just where the cave starts, at the base of a hill. For that I'm going to need a little more than just 41 dirt. And I'm probably going to need more than a stack and a half of dirt. But this will be good enough for now for me to kind of shape out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this out and kind of extend this hill just a little more. Just like that. And it's getting a little close to the sugarcane, and if I have to move the sugarcane farm, that'll be alright. If it was a bad place for it, it was just a bad place for it. But for right now, I'm just going to kind of build around it, connect that up. And so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to... The secret to good terraforming to make it look like Minecraft terrain is to think about a topographical map. Those are the ones with the weird curvy lines that make the funky looking circles. And what those do is show the shapes of the hills. And the reason that's useful is for if you're like hiking or something, you can see elevation changes, but you can use that in Minecraft to kind of shape your terrain. If you think about that and the way those look, you can make kind of more natural looking terrain by making some curves like you would see on a topographical map. And obviously we're working in blocks here, so you're not going to be able to make it perfect. But if you ever want to look at one of those, you can get an idea of, there's actually terminology. Map makers have, like, real-life cartographers, not Minecraft cartographers, have terminology for some of the shapes involved with some of the shapes of the topography. There's saddles and cups and other things. I learned about a lot of them years and years ago, and I don't quite remember them now, but I definitely remember the shape of the maps, and it provides me a lot of inspiration when I'm making my own terrain in Minecraft. And so, since we kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, I'm going to cut and dig out some of this dirt and place it up here to create the shell of this hill. Alright, and so I've relocated some more dirt, and I've expanded the hill a little bit. As I expected, I had to tear down the sugarcane farm, although I really kind of didn't. It was just kind of obstructing my view. And so I'll probably put most of that sugarcane back and just move a few of these water sources over there to over here. And I know what you're thinking, dude, you covered up your cave there. But there was a point. This hill, while it doesn't look great, it does look like Minecraft world generation. That's what I wanted. I know where my hole is. The hole in the ground that I dug is right here. You can see there's also where I built out the hillside here and dug out some of the dirt here to relocate it up there. I'm probably not going to use this. I'll probably just block it off, but you know, it doesn't matter that this will be hollow. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this out here and just every once in a while take a step back and look and see where I'm digging out. And it's because I want the mouth of the cave to go right here and kind of dip down and curve down to where this area is. My idea is that I want to make this look like a dead end, like it's one of these little dead end caves you'll find, but then in the back there'll be a button that leads to a piston door that'll open up and then it'll go down into the cave itself, where my bedroom and my furnaces and storage and all that will be. Alright, so I got this dug out a little more, and you see it kind of comes in. The cave entrance is nestled in the corner here. I could probably, yeah, that works. And then it curves around and down. I blocked off this area over here, and at the risk of using some of my smelted down stone, I'm going to break into here and show you what's behind here. Probably place down another couple of torches just to make sure. So what's behind here is just the hollow space of the hill, and it's lit up so mobs won't spawn. What that will be helpful for later is when I put in the button for the piston door is probably going to go right about here, and then some of the redstone for it can go back here, and then the door itself will go right into here, where I've already dug out some more space earlier. Alright, so I'm going to just keep on working on this a little bit, and I'll come back when I have something real to show off. Alright, well I said I wanted to have something real to show off, and I think I delivered. Let's head down off of this tree here. As you can see, I replanted the sugarcane. I've been reharvesting it. Bamboo's been growing up nicely. Down here I have a little cave that seems to dead end, but if I flick this lever, the pistons retract and I can squeeze right on through. Then I have another lever on this side. If I flick it again, the pistons come back and mobs can't get through. And then I have my cave down here. I have a storage system. some barrels, got the lanterns hanging up. I know these barrels look like a bit of a mess, but I know where everything is. There's cobblestone here, and the site. My valuables. Mob drops. Sorry, that's farming. I know where most everything is. If we come over here, I have my furnace set up. I've been funneling bamboo into here. I have quite a bit. But I can just toss stuff up in here. And it'll smelt on through. And over here, this is unfinished portion of the cave. It'll be where I can continue working on it in future episodes. And we'll come this way. I have a bedroom set up over here. Torch on the floor. That's not supposed to be there. I have lanterns hanging up. I love these lanterns. Such a wonderful texture. Did you notice that? It changes. It's a dynamic texture. Love it. Either way, I have my bed set up over here. A little crafting table as a nightstand. You notice also I have crafting tables set up all over the place over here. I like having easy crafting. If we come up this way, see I have an enchanting setup. I already had the obsidian and the diamonds. While I was in that cut I went out, I killed some more cows, I got some more leather. I had my paper from the sugarcane farm, and I managed to get this enchanting set up. And it's a little cobbled together, but it is a level 30 enchanting setup. I could get sharpness 3 if I had any lapis at all. But I do have 30 levels, that's cool. I have more unfinished cave over here, more places for me to continue working. And that's pretty much all I have right now. It did take a decent amount of work with these stone tools I have. Next episode, I'm definitely going to be working on upgrading that. Going to be getting to the nether as well, getting a good food production going. Well, you can see I'm eating quite a lot of steak right now. That's because I killed quite a lot of cows to get all that leather. Looks like the sun is setting, so I'm going to come down here and sleep away the night. Alright, we're getting about to the end of this episode. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any comments on it, you can leave it in the YouTube comment section below. And I know there's some places where I could have improved, and I'm going to keep on working on it. This is a learning process for me, you know. But I really enjoyed making this episode, and I definitely want to make more. And I hope that when I do, you're back with me watching. And so, I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.